Hello everyone, I am Dr. Wajid Shabir and I welcome you all to another interesting case on ECG interpretation. As always, before starting the discussion, I would like you to pause your videos, note down the findings and diagnosis with yourself so that at the end of the video you can compare your findings and diagnosis with the discussion done in this ECG. As you know that the first thing which we look at on an ECG is rhythm. For rhythm, we look at the rhythm strip, which is a long lead at the bottom of this ECG. Here you can see that there is a long lead or lead 2 at the bottom of the ECG. For rhythm to be sinus, there should be an upright and prominent P wave before each QRS complex. But here in this lead, we cannot see any prominent or upright P wave before each QRS complex. Rather, toward the end of the ECG, we may find an inverted P wave before QRS complex. So, one thing is for sure here that the rhythm is not sinus in this case. Next is rate. For rate, we select a QRS complex lying on this prominent vertical line, and between this QRS complex and next QRS complex, we calculate the large boxes as 300, 150, 100, and 75. So as you can see here that the heart rate here is just below 75 beats per minute. It is between 70 to 75 beats per minute. Another thing which is very important to consider here is that the rhythm is regular. The interval between two R waves is constant. Next, when we move on to the axis, we can see that the QRS complex in lead 1 is isoelectric. That is R waves is equal to S wave. Whereas in lead AVF there is prominent R wave which is pointed upwards. So here the axis is rightwards, vertical to rightwards. Now if we look at lead V1 and we focus there, we can find that there is a P wave before QRS complex. There is another P wave here. Here after T wave you can see another P wave, and after QRS complex you can find another P wave. So there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 P waves before QRS complex. Similarly, same is the case here where the QRS is preceded by 1, 2, 3 and 4 P waves. Again in lead 3 we can see that there are inverted P waves. There are 4 inverted P waves or atrial waves before each QRS complex. Normally in inferior leads the P waves are upright, whereas in case of V1 the P waves are inverted. Also the rate of atrial activity is around 280 beats per minute, whereas the ventricular rate is around 70 to 75 beats per minute. So presence of an atrial activity at rate around 280 beats per minute with 4:1 conduction and a negative P wave in lead 2 and lead 3 means that this is an atrial flutter with 4:1 AV conduction. Also another important thing which we can note here is that there is a broad QRS complex in lead V1 along with an RSR pattern which is very typical of right bundle branch block. So Here in this case our findings are atrial flutter with 4:1 AV conduction, a vertical to horizontal axis, a right bundle branch block. So whenever you find such constellation of findings, there is probably underlying pulmonary hypertension with right ventricular hypertrophy. So this is all for today. Hopefully you like the video. For more videos, kindly subscribe to our channel and stay tuned.